Now, Storm Watch 12 weather on News Watch 12.
We're starting off with our live look from Yreka, Klamath Falls, Medford, and Brookings. Smoke is in the air in all four locations, although the most prevalent, I guess you could say, from the four locations is Medford. It's a little bit more on the hazier look as opposed to, say, Brookings along the Oregon coast. Now here's your latest air quality monitor from our latest air quality numbers have just come out, and Crescent City has improved just a little bit. You were in the unhealthy for sensitive groups. Now you're in the moderate category. The other two locations along the Oregon coast have stayed the same. Inland, though, a little bit of a change down towards Etna. You've improved from unhealthy to unhealthy for sensitive groups. And areas down to the south into between Yreka and Mount Shasta, you're really pretty much on that borderline from unhealthy for sensitive groups to moderate air quality. So it is just a little bit better along I-5, but the better air is up here in southern Oregon along the Rogue Valley. We are generally in the moderate or acceptable air quality. Areas off towards the east have improved, especially over towards Crater Lake and Chiloquin. Lakeview also looking pretty good as well. Current temperature is 95 degrees in Medford. That was the high temperature for today. It's 5 degrees cooler in Grants Pass at this time, 57 in Brookings though, but a big difference from Montague and Mount Shasta, 91 and 75 degrees respectively. There were some thunderstorms in and around Mount Shasta City. Now there are some thunderstorms again out towards Lake County later as we go through right now. Mainly around Paisley and off to the northwest. They're moving from southwest towards the north and the east. Oregon coast has had plenty of low clouds and fog throughout pretty much the entire day today, and that'll kind of stick around for the remainder part of the day and into tomorrow as well, because we have a pretty good system up to our northwest. Actually, it's not that impressive, but that is helping to enhance the low clouds and fog along the Oregon coast, and that'll switch the wind around here in southern Oregon and northern California, which will help to blow some of that smoke out of the area once we go through the day tomorrow. However, east of the Cascades, you're going to start getting the smoke from the Bedrock Fire up north, and that's going to drift into the area. But here in the Rogue Valley, we're actually going to clear out pretty nicely for Monday and Tuesday. However, the thicker smoke will actually stay east of the Cascades and in parts of Siskiyou County. Now we're going to be into that northwesterly pattern, which is going to help cool us off as we go through the next couple of days, which will actually start to really help clear out some of that smoke. But we get towards Thursday, an area of low pressure is going to develop in southeastern Oregon approximately, which will give us a bit of a northeasterly flow. Now that could actually bring the smoke back into the region, even though it was showing the thicker smoke up to the north. That could easily be in our neck of the woods by the time we get to that time. Now we get towards next weekend, we get into a southwesterly flow, and then we're going to probably have that smoke return yet again. So for tomorrow, we're going to see a few thunderstorms possible in parts of Siskiyou County, again out towards Lakeview. Other than that, we're looking high and dry. For the next couple of days, temperatures, though, will be cooling off. And that's because an area of low pressure will set up shop to our east by the time we get towards midweek, and that's going to keep temperatures nice and cool. We warm up briefly as we get into the later part of the weekend, but then a system gets closer and closer to our region. Temperatures right now, 95 in Medford, 82 out in Klamath Falls. You should drop to 52 tonight, 56 for Medford, and tomorrow we'll stay into the 80s. No 90s on the map, which is pretty nice. 86 in Medford, 62 for Crater Lake. Here's your forecast for the Oregon coast. We'll stay pretty much into the 60s, although tomorrow will be the warmest day, but best chance of showers will actually be late over the weekend, Saturday and into Sunday. For Northern California, pretty much into the 80s through Tuesday, and then we finally start to cool off into the 70s beginning on Wednesday with a brief warm up by Saturday. Klamath Basin, 80s for tomorrow, cooling way off into the 60s Wednesday through Friday. Coolest day and the best chance of rain looks to be Thursday at this time. For the Cascades, you'll be in the 70s through Tuesday and then 60s beginning on Wednesday. And for the Rogue Valley, 80s for the next couple of days. Pretty pleasant. Best chance of any kind of rain, although not a big one, will be on Thursday of next week.